If you are God and all is God, why are you taking so long to get through? And how can we speed it up?
I'm taking perfectly exactly how long it takes to get through, and you can't go faster than God or slower.
All right, then the first part is why are you taking so long to, and how can we speed it up? Why is that not within our ability?
It's like luck. There's a point when people realize that they're not the doer. Like it's no new magical power or anything. It's just the walking with the confidence of knowing there's no such thing as evil. And it's from that confidence that you find fearlessness and you find objectively the root of fearlessness. And then the world changes. Like, so it's impossible to change everything, and in knowing that, that's when everything changes. Hence my resilience and adamance about understanding the universal parameter of fate. Because if you know everything is a product of its history, then that's how you know that there is no such thing as evil. That no such thing as choice.
What about the shootings that are happening in the world today in schools and on the street and the bombs that are going off and the almost the whole nature of the human condition is like evil.
It's horrible. Patience be with us.
Is there anything we can do about that?
We can live lives where we would rather be dead than panic or rage. Because you're mortal anyway. Why would you corrupt and pervert yourself and try and teach the naive around you that it's okay to make policy and to be afraid? The only purpose of fear and anger are to learn how not to be afraid or angry anymore.
How do you handle going to jail?
I just follow my feet and know that I love humility and wisdom, and my feet ultimately go where I'm supposed to go.
Why do you fast when you go to jail?
Because I've done nothing criminal. And I would, if I end up being in jail for getting a really long sentence, then I know that any sentence could never really be more than 50, 60 days.
Why are they putting you in jail?
Because of my insistence of the wrongness of not trusting people enough to set up a tent in a public access area, which is a complete absurdity, that there's no such thing as public property, that it's owned by the Crown, and ultimately the Crown wants you paying for sleep, and it likes making it illegal to not pay for sleep, because then it guarantees its revenue flow.
So why are you in the cities? Why don't you move out into the woods?
If I had time for myself to go live my own life, maybe that's what I would do. But right now, it's the responsibility of the lovers of truth to save the world. Rather be dead than put up with shit, and then think about it a lot, and let all of your intentions go to it, and prepare, and get rid of the delusions of thinking that you get vacations and retirement. And metaphorically or poetically, in times of war, mothers and children go to the grandparents. Generally, of course, no need to dwell on the spirit of that statement is obvious. But, yeah.
Well, David, it's been a journey being with you these past, 8 years now? And I've seen you've been dedicated on this path for that length of time. And I'm just wondering, like, if you are God, why can't we speed it up?
Well, patience be with us. You can't rush miracles.
Can you explain how it is that you think that you are God?
There's only one universe. And there's only one soul. And that's the soul of life. When you understand that the thing that's talking out of your brain is the soul of life being reflected by the experiences of your body and your ego, whatever you want to call it, then ultimately you understand that there is only one I. And that there's a grand liberation to be had in the grown-up acceptance that the other I, the I that says, I'm David, is mortal. Just like all y'alls. If you're gonna die anyway, you may as well have the ultimate coolness of not being afraid anymore and rather being dead than contenting yourself with anything less than you live on the Garden of Eden. You're an angel. Patience be with us. You're like an instant kung fu master, each one of you. It's brilliant. So patience.
Thank you. Any chances you might be wrong?
I've been wrong before about things that the entirety of a beginningless universe is intricately and individually ruled by the wind of fate, and that your every thought could only be what it is right now because you are you right now.
But that basically allows for everything to be exactly what it is, no matter what it is.
Well, it's good to know because it means there's no evil, and so you know that at least there's an is, and anything that claims to be is but isn't, then you know it's a lie.
What do you mean by that? Anything that claims to be but isn't is a lie. What do you mean? How would you give me a?
You can be humble and know things absolutely. And so everyone who proclaims pride to be a virtue doesn't know what they're talking about. Humbly and naively so, like it's not a blamable thing. At the same time, that little delusion is blocking them from their true potential / enlightenment.
But even they have no choice in that.
No, that's a brilliant thing, because there's not evil. And so there's no ever reason to resent, because even the most dumb thing is only craziness.
So when you go to court, I mean, the judge doesn't have to do she doesn't have to do what she's doing. And yet you're saying she has to do what she's doing.
Well, no, it's she's doing the only thing that she can, and maybe it's nice to fantasize about them having the inspiration of a grand liberation of quitting their job and making a big stink about it, and everyone will go, "Oh, that judge quit his job in the courtroom. Oh my gosh!"
She realized that the courtroom was just fake justice, and quit her job. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, they really should do that. I mean, because we know that the courts are bullshit.
Well, people don't. People.
They believe in that
Well,
crap.
they pay taxes, so they don't have to think.
Yeah, and so they're protected, and so they're protected from ever having to make a decision.
Well, patience
That's
be
different.
with them. Everyone knows that the world's in a shitty position right now. Some people are getting ready to be more psychotic than others.
But do you think that what you're doing is an answer for the general public?
Yep.
It basically, you know, a lot of people when they hear the word a tent, they don't want to live in a tent. They want mansions on the hill. Like,
well, that's fine. Whatever.
screw tents.
Yeah, they can do whatever,
And you want to be able to camp out.
I just want to be trusted.
Thank you.